Hey guys, Justin here. I hope you're all having a great weekend. As we do every week, this is going to be our weekly watch list video highlighting the 5 plays of this week. That being said, the 5 plays of this week, the first one being Baba, second one being Tesla, third one being XOM, fourth one being MU, and then the fifth one being GME. If you guys do enjoy this, if you give it a thumbs up and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. So getting things started, for those of you who have watched our prior videos, the first thing I'm going to be doing is breaking down the market. Proxy I'm going to be using SPY, so the S&P 500 index, breaking down what we saw within the past week and then what we can expect to see within the coming week. Before I get started, if you are interested in getting daily signals, course alerts, and more, feel free to check out SimplifiedInvesting.com today. We would love to have you guys on board. Getting things started, SPY, obviously a terrible past 2 days. You get this very weak move here on Thursday after basically all morning a consolidation, no direction. Afternoon, we get some selling pressure. Friday comes in with a very high CPI print, higher inflation. You can see the market's not liking this at all. Down, 2.90% on 1.2x volume, which is high for an indice. Pushing to the downside here, if we do break below this 387 region, really not liking this to the downside. We do have potential to test these lows down into 380 if we do break this level. Overall, very, very weak. These are two very bearish candles here. I'm likely to see continued downside within this coming week. Below this 387.80 region, we can draw this as a visualization level. Likely to get some continued downside selling here into this 385 and 380 region below. But again, very, very weak here on the market. You can see we're in a clear downtrend, obviously. This bounce up here, all these pops are getting sold into. So we had a very strong day here on 6-2, failed to break and make new highs. Now we're rolling over, likely to make new lows here on the market, looking very, very weak here in the coming week. First one that's had some relative strength here lately, a bit of a news play based on the Ant IPO, or the financial IPO for Alibaba, and some easing of China restrictions. Main reason why Baba has shown some strength. We get this gap up here on 6.8 on pretty high volume here. Second highest volume that we traded all year, besides this gap up here that we got back in, March. So back in March, this gap up on high volume. Now we get this gap up. I'm liking this if we hold this 119.19 region. Basically what this is, a push up, lower volume, 2 inside days here. Now let's see if we can create new highs this week through 120. If we do take this through 120, likely to see this 126 region above, 126.50. Liking this to curl to the upside here. Key is holding this 109.19 region, making new highs above 118.30 and then through 120 for a move up here into that 126.50 region here the coming week. But again, Baba looking strong, some relative strength here compared to the market that has sold off drastically the past 2 days. Still trading within this gap up range here. Would like to see this 109.19 region hold here for continued upside this coming week. Second one, Tesla, and from technical wise, trying to form a reversal with some volume, but there's a little bit of a fundamental reasoning behind this one. Announcing a 3-to-1 split, likely going to get a gap up here on Monday from that news. It has been overall a bullish theme lately. When you look at Amazon gapped up on this news, Tesla's gapped up previously on this split news. Likely to see that. Really what I'm watching here is a move through 736 and a move through 763 for a move up here into this 800 region and up here into this 840 region. So main thing I'm watching here is exactly how much do we gap up tomorrow here on this 3-to-1 stock split through this 736 region. Want to take this up into the 763 region. You can see volume here, and compared to the market, this is not a very weak candle here. This is trying to hold this 730 or 700 support region. You can see after hours we're reclaiming that level. Let's see how we gap up here on Monday. I do think if we see through 736 area, we can take this one up into that 763 region above within the coming week. Third one, common theme lately is going to be XOM. Some weakness here the past 2 days, but this is going to be from a general overall market weakness. Get this move to the upside, some selling pressure here the past 2 days on XOM. I want to see this hold this 99.79, 99.75 region, which was where we got this cup breakout back on 6/7. So if we fail to break this or hold this 99.75 region, failed setup to the downside, could see sub 98 here on this one. So watching this Really what I would like to see is a curling formation holding this 99.75 area, reclaiming 102.36, and then a move into those 52-week highs here on XOM. So looking strong, clear defined uptrend mover here, trying to curl, reclaims through this 102.36 region, eyeing to take this one up into those 52-week highs this coming week. Next one is going to be MU, and the entire market, similar to what we've seen recently on AMD, was watching the 66 support region. We get this bounce here, bounce here, bounce here, bounce here, bounce here. Well, now what happens? We gap down, shake out these orders here, triggering stop losses, moving down 5% on the day, triggering these 52-week low stop losses, watching this one below 62.14 for continued selling to the downside. I do think if we crack that level this week, we can get a move into a weekly support at 59.70, likely going to be a $60 psychological support region. But very, very weak here, gap down below this level, triggering all these stop losses, likely to get continued selling sub 62.14 into this 60 region below within the coming week. But again, lots of weakness on this one. We'll watch if we do continue to hold below 62.14 to take this one to the downside the coming week. Last one, GME. It was on our watch list last week. Still some relative strength. This isn't one that's forming new lower lows here in a consolidation base here, trading some volume. So I like to see these spikes of volume come in. Gives us volatility, gives us added potential as well. What I want to see is a breakout through this 147.40 region. That's going to be the biggest key on GME this week is 147.40. You can see we were rejected here on 526, rejected here on 6.7, failed to hold above here on 6.8, sold off down here. Now let's see if we can curl, break this 147.40 region to to take this one up into the upside. Above 152.65 has potential up into 160, and above that up into 175.23 area. But again, the biggest level, that 147.40 region, want to see that level break to take up into or scalp into 152.65 and take that extension into that 160 region here within the coming week. That being said, that wraps up our watch list video for the week. Let us know below what you guys are watching. And again, if you did enjoy this video, if you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. Hope you guys all have a great week and look forward to trading with you all on Monday. Thank you.